Will it be over the air in 15, 20 years, as in a tower transmitting a signal to you? I don't know. I would think there's a pretty good chance it will remain.
They don't see that as being what they want to still or continue to be involved with. They don't think there's as much money in it as there has been in the past.
I use my Bluetooth on my phone a lot more, or like hook it up to an aux cord, way more than I ever listen to the radio.
The older types of media, broadcasting certainly, and cable, and satellite, in the respective direct or dish TV, all of them have seen their numbers coming down. The ratings have come down for broadcast network television programming, for example. Cable has seen a lot of subscribers go away in terms of the video service that they provide, not their internet service. So that's what I mean by legacy media, those that have been around for 20 years or more. But streaming, oh no, we have not seen the end of its possibility. We don't know what else is on the horizon. It's an exciting time, and on the horizon right now are many more of these streaming services who want to compete with Netflix, who want to take them on directly, in terms of having those subscribers that have been flocking to Netflix for a long time. Now we have Disney, we have Apple, we have Peacock on the horizon and coming in April, and then HBO Max. There are a lot of people savoring, wanting, some of this action that we have on the subscriber side of things, and big name players, big conglomerates that want a piece of that action.
There will always be a need to receive signals over the air. Okay, I do see that as being a necessary part, whether it be for regular programming like we know it now, music, entertainment, news, information, all that. Emergency information is also a big part of what radio provides for us. Now, whether it continues as a big, large corporate conglomerate kind of situation where the bigger companies that have stockholders and have to turn a lot of money in order to keep their stockholders happy, whether it remains to be that kind of an industry is to be seen.
I think that there's one thing just listening to music and then by yourself, and then I think it's a completely different thing to have somebody be playing the music that you're listening to and talking with you like you're just their pal and their friend. I think that it's much more personable. I love listening to KTSW even when I'm not DJing myself, and I just like that personal touch, really.
I feel like streaming is cool because everyone has their own little niche. Everyone can listen to whatever they kind of want to listen to. But the thing about broadcasting itself is that you can listen in on local DJs, things that are going on around the city, things that are going on around you. So I think that's pretty cool too.
A lot of DJs just, play 5 songs every hour, and that's just what gets repeated, daily until some new songs come and knock another song off. So there's some DJs that are really good, and they are great at making, I guess, playlists and, keeping the music good. But there are others that don't know what they're doing, and they just click play and play whatever is told to be played,
Well, streaming service is pretty attractive. It's attractive to me. At times, if it's music on demand. So if I want something and I want it now, I know exactly where I can go to get it. And that's great. It's very convenient, and that's something we've talked about for decades, basically, is on-demand programming. It's what we have from Netflix. Why can't we have it with our music? Duh, we have it now. If you want any personality to it, if you want to add that kind of unpredictable kind of angle to it, then you listen to radio. It's interesting that for many of the things that we consume as consumers, that we, makeup that we buy or clothing that we buy, we turn to YouTube for tastemakers, okay? With radio, we DJs, if we have control, we're tastemakers as well. So you see that more with college radio, you see that more with non-commercial radio, you see that with community radio, other radio stations that don't have the pressures that a commercial radio station has.
I mean, I'm listening to KTSW anytime I'm in my car, and I'm driving a lot, so I get a lot of dosage of KTSW and just regular broadcast. And I still do like to listen to my streaming sites, but I think it's definitely like maybe half and half that I actually get.
Yeah, I think me too. I think I like listening. Like there's moments where you like streaming and listening to like your own music, but then there's other times where you want to like, what's everyone else listening to? Like I want to hear what someone else has to say about this.
Streaming itself will be our future for the foreseeable future. It won't be going away anytime soon. I don't see anything replacing it in the foreseeable future. There might be some new technology that comes along in 20 or 30 or 50 years that might be a competitor against all those streaming channels. I don't know. But I don't see streaming going away. But individual companies, oh yeah, there's going to be a great shakeout in companies who, I want to get on streaming bandwagon. Here's the point. A lot of these companies are going into huge debt to make original programming. At some point, they're going to have to pay that debt off. And there will be some failures along the way where they get in over their heads because they're trying to invest in the programming that we see, these original productions that Netflix spending $15 billion and now just took out another $2 billion loan or seeking it. That's a lot of money that they are not yet paying off. And then if they do that year after year, there's going to be a day of reckoning for Netflix, for others. Not all of them will succeed. Not all of them will succeed. So there will be a shakeout.